Terri Montague with Redeeming Justice. And apologies if I said that last name wrong.
No problem. It's good to be here with you. I contributed to the forum a theological reflection on redeeming justice, a term I've coined. In Christian tradition, humanity's fall diminished human dignity and brought into human existence a kind of death that manifested as alienating separations, disrupting and impairing communion with God, community with others, and comity with the natural world. God responded by intervening to redeem, to bring back or restore the entirety of human life and all creation. Through Christ's willing death and resurrection, God righteously restores and fulfills human being in and for community. Otherwise, unrighteous humanity tends towards a senseless existence that leaves the church groaning under the burden of faithless mortality, humanity groaning under the burden of heartless society, and nature groaning under the burden of a careless and sometimes ruthless humanity. The present global pandemic and protest movements have challenged our mortality and the basis, boundaries, and strength of our community. As the world experiences concurrent personal, spiritual, social, and ecological unrest, this unrest can be understood as protest, and together as concerted protest against the deadening effects of human activity on human mortality, in human relations, and for the divinely ordained habitat and scene of human existence. In the logic of redeeming justice, the pandemic and justice movements cohere and redemptively work together for good to advance and restore right relations and just action in the church, in society, in creation. Distinctively, redeeming justice remembers the Redeemer God as prophet who calls God's people and the nations back to God and to faithfulness, as priest who mediates peace and facilitates justice, as king who reigns righteously and balances the life interests of all within the creation. Redeeming justice integrally relates legal, social, and environmental justice with moral justice. It reminds us that the world is a holistic unity and hastens new ways to fulfill the promise and potentials of justice according to the full dimensions and demands of community. My post outlines what it means and ways to redeem justice in the church, in society, and for the natural world. At this seminal moment, our ability to constructively participate in redeeming justice depends on our response to protest. Will we, in frustration, disparage and dismiss protest as mere random occurrences of disease, civil disobedience, and desolations? Or, in the logic and spirit of redeeming justice, will we, in hope, understand and let this protest spur us to embody and enact a more faithful, equitable, renewed community? Thank you.